Hey guys, I hope we're all okay. Yeah, today I just want us to have a general discussion about accounts and probably how to prepare for exams. Just general discussion about how we can pass these exams. I'm inviting you can basically ask any question on the chat below. You can ask any question. You can ask Walimu any question, and also maybe you can also maybe find time and also talk about artificial intelligence and its impact, the impact of artificial intelligence basically in our area, and how well should we prepare for the same? How well should we prepare for artificial intelligence basically in our career as accountants and of course our career as a finance students and finance persons. It would be very key for us to basically understand how artificial intelligence will affect us. So I'm just inviting you. Of course, you can pose any question. You can pose any question on the chats. Ask Molimu anything to do with accounts. Ask Molimu anything to do with accounts, specifically for exams purposes, for general purposes. You can always ask me any question. Yeah, as we're waiting for other people to maybe join this live session. For those who are in talking about artificial intelligence, and as I'm mentioning that, there is this item that basically we've organized, which you're planning to have it on 29th at Villa Rosa Kempinski. We'll be having a form of a breakfast, right? CEOs, entrepreneurs breakfast, whereby in this breakfast we just want to discuss basically what will be the impact of these technological changes in businesses in Africa. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're a CEO, you're operating your business, basically we'll just be having a discussion of how technology is going to affect your business, or what tools should you brace yourself with this revolution of artificial intelligence. So basically, we'll be having this seminar at Villa Rosa Kempinski. We'll be having this seminar at Villa Rosa Kempinski. That is on 29th April. We are talking of roughly like 10 days from now. Yeah, 10 days from now, we'll be having this seminar at Villa Rosa Kempinski, where we'll just be discussing basically about what we mentioned, how AI, how technology is affecting our business. So those who are joining, we say that is a general, it is a general conversation. If at all you're having anything, any question to ask when it comes to accounts, when it comes to finance, I want us to discuss that, right? I want us to discuss that. I want us to discuss that. So you can ask any question. You can ask any question in our chat. I can see Ngong. Ngong, yes, good evening, Ngong. And Ngong actually is my student from South Sudan. Thanks, Ngong, for joining the chat. Thanks for joining the chat. So maybe I can see one has asked a question here on my WhatsApp. You're asking about leadership and management. You're asking about leadership and management. I can see one has asked. So one question here, one has asked about leadership and management. Yes, I'll have a conversation about leadership and management. Thanks for that. Yeah, of course, you can also dive in my chat and also ask a question of the same. So, how to basically pass leadership and management, right? Like when you're talking about leadership and management, first of all, what we should understand that now there are some topics that we know very well that they can't miss, and basically, I want to share. I wish you could have shared your name. That person was asked on my chat. So basically, there are key items actually for leadership and management. When the syllabus was changed for that is a CPA, there are some specific areas that you'll find that they'll never miss. They never miss. There are some topics that they never miss in our exams completely. That is since the syllabus was amended, and some of these areas that we'll never miss. I just want to share with you guys here. Another one is asking about financial reporting. Yeah, I'll be sharing financial reporting right now. So first of all, I want to guide you on some of the specific areas that is purposely for our exams that you should make sure that you're having them at your fingertips. Some of the areas in leadership and management. Some of the areas in leadership and management. This is what I want to tell you. Yeah, thanks for that question. So let me just share with you. I believe that you guys you're having somewhere where you're writing. Yes, Aguto Gembo. Good evening. I hope you're good. Uh, Aguto. So leadership and management. So here, someone has asked areas that are very key in, or rather, basically how to pass leadership and management. And these are what I want to share with you. So leadership and management. If you can take your paper today, try to basically go through each and every item. We find that number one, this topic for leadership and strategic change. That should be topic number 11, leadership and strategic change. If at all you can do a sample in all the questions since the syllabus was amended, this topic will never miss. Then the other area is about marketing management, of course, where you are asked of 4 Ps in marketing. You'll find that the whole idea of topic number 10, that should be marketing management. Just make sure that this concept, ideally, it is in our fingertips. Just make sure that this topic, it is in our fingertips. That is, of course, we are talking about marketing mix, talk about marketing strategies, talk about basically aspect to do with marketing research and intelligence. That is very key. At least you should make sure that you're good on that. The other area in leadership, the one that you should be very good at, other than marketing and management, we have this area that, of course, we talked of the aspect to do leadership and strategic change. We're having project management, that is very key. Talk about the other areas like evolution and development of management. Talk about aspect to do with leading as a function of management. So these are some of the specific areas that you just need to be good at. More so when we are talking of when you are talking of leadership. When you are talking of leadership, and also if you are interested, of course, with the block revision for leadership and management, you can always share your number, or you can just chat on WhatsApp, and I'll be here to assist you on sharing the same. So that is about leadership and management. Then the other person here is asking about financial reporting, and basically this should be advanced financial reporting. Advanced financial reporting, yeah. So basically, how should we hack advanced financial reporting? How should we hack advanced financial reporting? For those who are joining, we say that basically it's just a general discussion. If you're having a question, just pose your question, and I'll be here to assist. Just pose your question, and I will be here to assist. So for advanced financial reporting, there are some key areas that you should always be very good at when it comes to advanced financial reporting. First of all, you should agree that any statement paper basically, these are like taxation, talk about financial reporting. These are statement papers that we are talking about, both advanced financial and financial reporting intermediate. tax, both advanced and of course when you are talking about basically intermediate public finance and taxation. So what you should always have, the best trick that you can always tend to use when it comes to financial reporting and of course also advanced financial reporting is, number one, we should be very good on the formats of presentation. So when it comes to basically the format of presentation, make sure that this format basically it is in your fingertips. And once you have this format at your fingertips, you'll find that it will always be very easy for you to always tend to pass financial reporting, advanced financial reporting. All you need to do is while in an exam situation, and this is the best trick that you can always tend to use for that person who was asked about how to pass the best hack for financial reporting, right? Make sure that you have identified questions that requires you to basically prepare, number one, maybe income statement or a statement of financial position. Make sure that you've identified these questions. So all you need to do basically, my good student, is just literally prepare your statement, just copy paste. You might say that how will this trick work? Yeah, just in an exam situation, all you need to do, you see the income statement there that you've been given, so long as you're having the format at the back of your mind, just copy paste the way the income statement is and copy paste the way your statement of financial is, exactly the way you've been given, except like say if it is for basically consolidation or groups, all you need to know is that you need to add basically aspects to do the NCI, talk about retained earnings for the aspect of for the parent. These are items that you need to basically compute. But literally, you'll find that we have a lot of free marks when it comes to advanced financial reporting, when it comes to financial reporting, when it comes to taxation, when it comes to advanced taxation. We have a lot of free marks. Once you have your format, you find that if a question is, if it is out of 20, trust you me, you're going to get 50%, actually more than 50%. As I've always told my students that you don't need to do working for the purpose of passing the exams. All you need to do is to prepare this format. If need be, copy paste the way it is. Have all the direct entries, the one that you can input. Forget about the workings at that moment. Forget about the workings completely at that moment. Have all the direct entries, the one that you can input. Go to the next question. Have all direct entries, so long as you're having the format at the back of your mind. Go to the next question. You'll find that FR, and this applies to the person who was asked about FR. This one also applies to all these statement papers. The only thing, or one of the common thing that normally tends to maybe that normally a lot of students they normally tend to fail this paper is the aspect of time management, because you'll find like you don't need to balance these things in your exams. But you want to prepare your books to balance and you're in an exam situation, trust me, you're going to mess big time. So all you need to do in this case, as I've said, just prepare your format the way it is, like income statement, talk about SFP, prepare the way they are, have all your direct entries, go to the next question, go to the next question. Forget about balancing. Forget about balancing your forget about balancing your work. And you'll find that in that case, as at the end of the day, for marking purposes, you might end up getting so many marks because this is always a design. A statement paper, if it is out of 20 or whichever marks that you're given, at least 60% will always be given for free. At least 60% will always be given for free. All that will be required to work for workings basically is 40%, or the one that you're going to struggle with is 40%. Then again, make sure that you utilize the aspect of theories. And there's a very good document that I've prepared for these computation parts. That is, of course, when it comes to financial reporting, advanced financial reporting, there's that summary of theory question and answers that are prepared. If you've not, if at all up to that point you don't have that document, Of course, you can always reach me out on the WhatsApp number that we normally tend to share. That is 0708068. Reach me out. I want you to pass this exam. I'm going to share with you totally for free. I'm going to share with you these theory question and answers for these statement papers. You'll find that as at the end of the day, it will be a very big boost on our end. It will be a very big boost on our end. So at that point here, I'm seeing one is asking about revision questions for FM, advanced auditing, FR, and leadership. Yes, I do have. Immediately after this video, I'm going to share with you. That is Angelique from Rwanda, right? I'm going to share with you immediately after this video. So that is about FR, and of course, I've also talked about all the statement papers. So that is a question that one of us had asked. Yeah, literally for those who are joining us, I've said like this is a general session. Ask Mwalimu anything to do with accounts, and basically I'll be here to assist you. I'll be here to assist you. I'll be here to assist you. So then there is other paper which is I'm seeing like. Mwalimu, what is the reason why a lot of people normally fail BDA? Okay. Uh-huh. The reason why students failed business data analytics last semester. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, so you'll find that, yeah, thank you for that question. And maybe when you're asking your question, either on, if you ask on the chat YouTube, I'm going to see who is asking, then I'm going to mention those who are asking on our WhatsApp. Kindly, if possible, just post your name. Those who are asking via WhatsApp, kindly just post your name. Then, of course, it will be easy for me to know whom the person who was asked the question. So the reason why a lot of students fail business data analytics in the last sitting, you'll find that business data analytics is one interesting paper that sad to say that up to now, I know majority of the trainers, they are not sure what they are teaching about. They are not sure what they are teaching in BDA. That is sad to say. So you find that the reason why majority of the students fail business data analytics last sitting, number one, it is because like during their training sessions or maybe while they were doing their training, some of them, majority of them, literally they are being taught basic Excel, like literally basic Excel. That's why I just mentioned it. There's one student, there's one of you. It was like 2 days to exam. So this person called me. There's a video that I did for regression analysis. That was a business data analytics. That was a regression analysis. Then the person was like, Mwalimu, is this really in business data analytics? Because we've never been taught about regression analysis in business data analytics. So this person was like, Mwalimu, this is not actually BDA. I told the person that, this is a business data analytics. So the beauty part of it, like during that sitting when they kind of, when they were doing the exams, actually the question for regression came. So I realized that a lot of students, based on that, and of course other queries that the students normally tend to ask, majority of them fail business data analytics simply because I can't blame them. All I can say is that during their training sessions, there are some things that they thought that maybe they were learning for BDA, but literally it wasn't BDA. It was just purely basic Excel. So again, those students who are doing business data analytics, in the event that you're having any query relating to that, we do have a block revision. There are some revision questions that are prepared for business data analytics. All you can do, you can just make your request on WhatsApp. Then I'm going to share this in your WhatsApp so that at least you should get familiarized with yourself with the questions that might be tested when it comes to business data analytics. So the person who was asked the reason why majority of the students failed BDA last time or last sitting, it is because the aspect of the training period where they are conducting their training. Basically, I can't blame the students, but of course, right now it's not time for blame games. But guys, you should up your game, right? Wherever you are, wherever you are studying, make sure, more so for business data analytics, make sure that whatever your lecturer is guiding you, you can use your syllabus to follow what you're being guided. You can literally use your syllabus to follow what you're being guided on. Say, for example, like your lecturer maybe is saying like we want to study this. Make sure that the same content, as much as maybe you might also be taught out of the syllabus, but make sure that you've covered almost everything that is on the syllabus. So those who are interested with that model paper, block revision model paper for business data analytics, those who have not received the same, kindly, you can just chat on WhatsApp. You can ask, or rather, you can request the paper on WhatsApp via 0708 068 851. Mwalimu will gladly share. Mwalimu will gladly share these questions. Yeah, those who are joining us, I've said literally today is basically general questions to do with what? General questions to do with accounts, both practical for the purpose of exams, general questions. You can ask your question either on the chat, just on the comment section, or you can literally also basically ask the question via WhatsApp. And as I've said, those who are interested with the theories, that is a theory question and answers, you can literally request on WhatsApp via 0708068851. Theories are very, very important. They always tend to help us to pass these papers, more so for that is of course computation papers. Yeah, I'm seeing another person here is asking about well, a lot of you guys are asking about exams. Also, you should ask Mwalimu about practical concepts in accounts. I'll be very glad to guide you on the same. Yeah, so here the person is asking uh, Mwalimu have heard about CVs and resume. It's not the way we used to prepare our CV and basically cover letter. Yeah, that is true. That is true. You'll find that right now the format for those probably who are applying for internships, for those who are applying for jobs, literally that is a very good question. You must have seen what I shared, right? You see your CV, more so you guys who are in finance and accounts, literally make sure that when you're applying for these jobs, the format for CV literally post COVID-19 is a whole different thing. So if you're using your CV and that CV you prepared it in 2018, 2015, kindly make sure that you've changed that. So right now there's of course, if you're interested with the same, I can always guide, or maybe you can share your CV. I guide you on areas that you need to improve, but literally that is correct. Nowadays format for CV has literally changed, and that actually reminds me, there's a person the same question. I think I saw it on LinkedIn. It was either yesterday or the day before yesterday, whereby guys were kind of very, very interesting to know what is the current format for CV and resume. There's a new format that if at all you are preparing your CV, it should be in line with certain formats. So the same case, of course, you can always request, or if you need an assistance, you can just share your CV. I'll guide you. This is an area that you need to change. This is an area that you need to change. Or literally, I'll just share with you the structure of the new format of CV that needs to be basically prepared. That is, of course, post-COVID. Because remember, post-COVID, a lot of things literally kind of we went online with a lot of things. The same case, preparation of CV also changed completely. So make sure that your CV is updated, make sure that the format, or rather the structure that you're using, is updated. You might be wondering why you're sending a lot of CVs in so many companies, but you're not getting even an invite for an interview. It could be because probably the way you have prepared your CV. It could be the way you have prepared your CV. Because remember, what you should understand is that nowadays there's a tech that that is being used to filter a lot of CVs. Assuming like I'm having say like 1,000 CVs that have been shared, right? So on these 1,000 CVs, remember things are not being done manually. Of course, this system has been set to basically filter with the key characters. Say, for example, they have basically advertised for a job where number one they have asked for say like 3 years experience. Maybe they have asked maybe you should have a knowledge in say like if it is QuickBooks, you must have a knowledge in say like Sage and all this. Then you share your CV without these key characteristics. First of all, you find that you'll be among the first one to be filtered out. Leave alone what you used to say that, excuse, maybe ni bahati yangu, maybe I'm going to be lucky. No, this system has been set in a way like it will always tend to filter with key characters. So if they have asked for say like they need a person with QuickBooks, and for you you've shared your CV without that QuickBook, so you'll find that you'll be among the first person to be filtered out. So make sure that while you are sending this CV for basically the job that has been advertised, make sure at least you're having some key characteristics on what they have asked on basically that advert. In that case, you have a chance to do it. You have a chance to be called for an interview. Those who are joining us, we say that this is a general talk. You can definitely share your question either on WhatsApp. WhatsApp number is 0708068851, or you can literally ask your question on the chat there. You can literally ask your question on the chat. So make sure that we are engaging. It's basically general. It's basically a general talk. It's basically a general talk. Yeah. So I think I've answered the person who had asked for CV. That is good. Yeah. This is a very good question about artificial intelligence in in finance, artificial intelligence in finance and accounts, and also the impact in our career. I think that is what I started with. I mentioned that now you'll find that technology is basically changing the landscape of how things are being done. And right now, there's that talk of the town, AI. To that note, as I mentioned, by the way, we'll be having a seminar at Villa Rosa Kempinski here in Nairobi. We'll be having a seminar at Villa Rosa Kempinski. That should be on 29th. These are basically CEOs and entrepreneurs, esteemed entrepreneurs breakfast summit. So in this case, basically, it's all about what we are trying to do is to collect more so young entrepreneurs and young CEOs to come and meet with the guys who are in the industry. Is a very good avenue for you to network, for you to create links. As you normally tend to say, like your basically your worth, or rather, you find that your wealth is in your networks, right? Your wealth purely lies in your networks. So at this point, basically, we'll be having that seminar at Villa Rosa Kempinski here in Nairobi. That should be on 29th. So if you are interested, actually, you can reach Mwalimu out and guide you on how you can come to Villa Rosa, or what you'll be required to do for you to attend this seminar. It will be a very interesting seminar because we've invited so many CEOs, and it will be a very good avenue for you to network. It will be a very good avenue for you to network. So artificial intelligence is true. It will literally change everything, the way we used to do our finance. Because you'll find that, first of all, what you should understand is not that artificial intelligence is going to render us basically unemployed in some few years' time. What it's going to do basically, it is going to improve the way we are doing, our work, the way we normally tend to do our work. Like, take a good example, like when calculator was introduced, right? It did kind of calculator didn't eliminate like the maybe aspect to do with math teachers, right? It only assisted us in doing our work faster. So the same case with artificial intelligence. Yes, it will have a direct impact. It will have a direct impact in what you are doing. It will have a direct impact in your work. So all you need to do is basically to prepare for these hard skills. There are some skills that we normally term them as hard skills, and there are these soft skills that you need to equip yourself with, so that fact be said, there are some tasks which are purely repeated tasks. You'll find that you accountants, you'll be having a job on that. Artificial intelligence, of course, is going to take that completely, more so this repeated task. So there are these aspects that skills that you need to be very good at. Number one skill is a skill to do with data analytics, not for Kasneb, just skill in a relation to data analytics. You just have to be very good on this. Then there are other skills like basically aspects to do with financial modeling. You also need to be very good on the concepts or basically the tools that are normally being used in financial modeling. You won't be tested this in exams, but you just have to have what? You just have to have these skills, so that you should be prepared basically for what is to come. Because fact be said is that artificial intelligence is going to change literally everything that we normally tend to do in finance. And that is the reason why you guys, you should attend this seminar that we've set at Villarosa Kempinski on the 29th this month. You guys, that's the main reason why you should come and attend. You'll hear from the speakers. Some of them basically they are developers who have come up with who are working in projects of artificial intelligence. So that is okay. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, Philomena, I'm going to share with you just after this video. I'm going to share with you the theory questions. That is theory question and answers for whatever the level that you asked. Basically, that is for basically computations. Yeah, so that is a question which I think I've asked the person who had asked about artificial intelligence, but we'll have to set a whole session where we are going to discuss about the impact of artificial intelligence in finance. We're going to set a whole session where we are going to discuss about AI in finance and accounts. Another person is asking here, Mwalimu, you should come to Juba. Yeah, Juba, I think, is in Southern Sudan. Yeah, we're planning for that. Good willing, this year we must visit you guys there at Southern Sudan. Also, yeah, we should. Yeah, we'll also come to Kigali. We'll also come to Kigali probably within the year. We've set some tours which will be visiting some of these countries and have open sessions and have open sessions Yeah, there's this other person who is asking quantitative analysis QA, right? Uh-huh. Mwalimu, the best way to handle quantitative analysis foundation level CPA. Okay, so quantitative analysis, basically these are some of the same concept for QA, the same concept that you're going to apply for management accounting, both advanced and intermediate, the same concept that you're going to basically apply for FM and of course financial management. So you'll find that these are basically qualitative papers, which at times they are always very slippery. Why? Let me start. As much as you ask about QA, let me talk about all these qualitative papers. First, let's start with FM, right? Advanced FM, and of course, financial management. I know maybe some of us You've done this paper like for how many sittings? 4 sittings or 3 sittings, right? And you're always like, why am I not passing this paper? I'm sitting for this paper for like the third sitting. I'm not passing this paper. This could be the reason, and maybe majority of you are victims of this. Number one is the way you normally tend to revise. Yeah, yes, the way you normally tend to revise. Majority of you, these are what you normally tend to do while doing your revisions. You'll find that probably you do have your revision kit. So having this revision kit, what you're going to do, you're going to look at a question, you try handle that question. If at all you find a challenge in this question, all you are going to do is that see in your mind, you have a question somewhere, you have your answer somewhere. So literally you're going to rush to check basically the solutions. That is the point that you start failing. Why? Because you're doing a question. I know you're like, I'm a victim, Molimo, I'm a victim, Molimo, I'm a victim. You'll find that this is the reason why these solutions that have been provided in this revision piece, literally, they are also suggested solutions. So the best way to do this, instead of you handling a question, then you find a challenge, straight you rush to your solution in that revision kit. Literally, in that case, what you'll be doing, you just be cramming, which is a very bad method that you should avoid. With this 1 week or some few days that has remained while you are doing your revisions, avoid that completely. That you are revising with your revision kit here. You're working, you want to basically solve that question with the solutions. Avoid that completely. So the best way to handle such qualitative papers is, number one, you try a question, you find a challenge. Instead of you rushing to the solution, go to that area. Assuming maybe you're handling a question for time value of money, or maybe you're handling a question for maybe net present value, NPV, or maybe you're handling a question for portfolio. If you find a challenge, don't rush to the solution. All you need to do, rush to your notes. Try see how the concept was basically the build, or rather how this question has been building from the word go. So that in the event that you're having a challenge, like when you're building something, you literally identify that this is an area that I need to correct, this is an area that I need to correct. So you'll find yourself, as at the end of the day, you'll end up gaining a lot of concepts and also solving that problem that you had, compared to this person who rushed to the solution directly. And in this case, you'll have grasped the concept other than cramming the solution, So that is literally all what we need to do. That number one, in our revision session, make sure that when you're doing your self revision, as you are handling the question, kindly don't rush to the solution when you find a challenge. Go to the notes that you had. You'll kind of find everything there. And this solution, let it be a basis of comparison and not a basis of confirming. The solutions in your revision kit, let it be a basis for comparison, not a basis for confirmation. In that case, you'll find that, first of all, you'll have gone a step ahead in passing the exams. Then again, that should take us back to the theory. You'll find that the structure of also these qualitative papers is that like 30% to 35%. At times, by the way, it can also go up to 40%. Purely theory. So you need to balance, right? Make sure that you have capitalized on the theories. If it is out of 30, do whatever that you can do to earn like say 20 out of 30. So that these other areas of computation, it will be a matter of you scooping the marks very easily. Number one, also the other, not number one, but also another item that you should also be very keen with for these qualitative papers. Make sure that more so for FM and basically advanced FM, MA, make sure that you have your formulas right, because this formula will also earn you a mark. This formula will also earn you a mark for your information. So have your formula, try to break this formula down based on the content that you're given, because these questions are always very easy in a way. Like almost everything you're given, all that is important at that point is literally your interpretation. It's literally your interpretation. Yeah, for those who are joining us, you see that this is an open forum where you can ask Mwalimu any questions to do with accounts. That is a practical and basically aspect of exams. So QA, number one, make sure that you have capitalized on the theories. Number two, make sure that you're good in these formulas. Just make sure that you're having a lot of formulas as much as possible in your fingertips. Such case, you'll find that it will be very easy for you to pass that. There's a video that I did for the same, which probably at the end of this video, I'm going to attach a link, which you should go and you should go through that link. You'll find that it will be very easy for you now to get everything that I shared on the same, I believe I've answered that question. Yeah, the other question basically I'd answer that one about leadership and management. I talked about leadership and management. For those who are joining us, we started like 41 minutes ago. So there are some questions that I'd answered. Like for this question for leadership, the question for financial reporting and advanced financial reporting, I'd answer that one. This aspect to do with FM, I think FM I've just talked about it right now. Another person asking about CV, I think I've talked about that. So at this point, probably maybe you can invite new questions. If at all you see, if I'll not answer your question, that is to say I'd answered it earlier on. Yeah, I'm going to share that. Remember, all those who are requesting for the theory question and answers, which I said I'm going to share. Basically, I'm going to share immediately after this video. I'm seeing a lot of requests. on WhatsApp. Those who are interested, as I've said, basically for those maybe who are joining us, those who are interested with theory question and answers for specifically for the computation papers, I'm going to share. Just request on WhatsApp. Then immediately after this video, I'm going to share in WhatsApp. Those who are interested with the theory question and answers, specifically for what? Specifically for basically computation. Just you can make your request on WhatsApp. Then I'm going to share. This person is tempting Mwalimu, which is okay. Yeah. Yes, you are charging block revisions. You are charging 1,500. That is per unit. You are charging 1,500 block revision. So this person is requesting like Mwalimu, why don't you? Because time is very limited. Why don't you give us these block revisions with 1,000 shillings, Mwalimu? Economy is not all okay at the moment. Yeah, I can grant you that request if at all you are interested with block revisions videos, and maybe I'm going to I know if you're going to request on WhatsApp, and basically if you watch this video, yeah, I'm going to grant your request. I'm going to give you at 1,000 shillings, which is okay. My main interest is for you guys to pass your exams, right? So in that case, you put Mwalimu on the trap, and Mwalimu was literally agreed. So instead of you paying 1,500, yeah, I'm going to give you 1,000 shillings. That is okay, Derek. That is okay, Derek. I'm going to give you at 1,000 shillings. But you must have confirmed that you watched this. So the request would be Mwalimu have watched your YouTube video. You say that you're going to give us block revisions with 1,000 shillings. All the videos for block revisions per unit. That is okay. That is okay. I'm going to give you that. Hapo omega Mwalimu kwa mtego, but is okay. But it's okay. Yeah. So any other questions, guys? I'm open to any question that you can ask. basically you can ask on WhatsApp, or you can ask on the chat. You can ask on WhatsApp, or you can ask on the chat. So again, as I've said, I'm literally inviting you to Villarosa Kempinski. I'm literally inviting you to Villarosa Kempinski on the 29th this month, where we'll be having a seminar, practical, talking about artificial intelligence, talking about the technological basically changes in our day-to-day businesses. So those who are in business, those who are aspiring to be entrepreneurs, let us meet at Villarosa Kempinski. For request, of course, you can basically chat with Mwalimu. Yeah, ask question. Mwalimu is free. Mwalimu is waiting for questions either on WhatsApp. Today I'm literally responding to all your questions. General chat. You can ask your question on WhatsApp. You can ask your question on the chat. I'll be here to answer your questions. Those who have joined us, literally, you can ask Mwalimu any question. Yeah, you can ask Mwalimu any question. A lot of questions for leadership are coming in. Yeah, for business data analytics, I've also talked about business data analytics. Those who are joining, I'd also talked about business data analytics, the reasons why students failed last period, and also the best way that you can handle business data analytics, given that it is quite a new concept on our end. It is quite a new concept on our end. Questions, guys. And basically, set only 50 minutes for this live, and I can see we've only remained with roughly like 3 minutes. I'd set 50 minutes program so that we can discuss anything to do with accounts. Mwalimu, kindly can you set for us a revision session for management accounting? Mwalimu, kindly can you set for us revision session for management accounting on a weekend? On weekend, I can't really basically promise on weekend, but what I can advise right now, we have these videos for revisions, which you can take an advantage of the same, and basically you can get these videos. I can't promise that I can set a time for weekend. I can't basically I can't say that I can set time for weekend. What I can advise is that at this point you can basically use advantage of the videos that we do have for your revision. But if at all I can get time, of course I'll share and invite you guys for revisions, because as at now we are done with our revisions live. For our students, they know that we are done with our revisions live. So all that you can get right now is basically the videos. But if time will be there, depending on the request, of course you can always tend to set time for the same. FIFA Moda, I've seen your question via WhatsApp. Yes, via WhatsApp. I'll share via WhatsApp. So literally you can request basically via WhatsApp. That is very okay. You can request via WhatsApp. I'm seeing Kevin. Kevin is asking like which were the worst performed topic or questions in the last sitting, section 5. Which paper, Kevin? Kevin, which paper? You've just said section 5, and right now don't call it section 5. It is advanced level. Kevin, forget about section 5. You don't have section 5. Right now we are talking about advanced level. We don't have section 5. So don't live in the past. We don't have section 5. We don't have section 5. We have basically advanced level. Yeah, so FR and FM. So you find that for FR and FM, there's some I think there's a document. I don't know if you guys are aware. There's always a report that is always being given by Kasneb about the performance of the sitting. We normally tend to have basically after every sitting, there's always a report given by Kasneb about the performance of the sitting. So maybe if let me just check here. I'll give you specific areas. I'll give you basically specific areas. Just a moment. Yeah, for FM and FR, you'll find that there are some areas that actually were not performed very well last sitting as per Kevin's questions. Let me just a moment here. So I'll give you specific areas more so as per what you've asked, which were not performed very well. So we start with advanced financial management. Kevin has asked that, so we start with advanced financial management. So for advanced financial management, you'll find that the question that was worst performed, we had this question number. I don't know why students didn't quite, a lot of students did perform well in that question. That is basically question number 3B. Question number 3B about, that is about, of course, international finance aspect to do with forward money markets, talk about aspect of forward exchange contracts, money market borrowing or lending. That is international finance. That question was the worst performed question in last sitting advanced financial reporting. Then there's also this other question which was performed poorly. That is question number 5. Question number 5, specifically part C, and also part B, which is theory. And theory was basically about IMF. Part C, that question was about basically aspect to do with EPS. These were the worst performed questions in advanced financial reporting as per Kasneb report. So question number 5C, that is aspect to do with EPS. Then there is this aspect to do with international finance. That is question number 3B. They were worst performed. Then also the other bit, like it was a quite 50-50. Question number 1, that is of course sensitivity analysis. And I think I've done several questions for sensitivity analysis, advanced financial management, which you can take advantage of that. And these some of the questions that were worst performed. You'll find that how it has been designed, there's always a very high probability of repeating the same concept. There's a very high probability of repeating the same concept. And in this case, basically, you can take advantage of our block model paper, Kevin. Check the questions in the block model paper, the one that you have prepared. And in this case, you'll find that it will assist you. Then talk about advanced financial reporting. The worst performed questions in last sitting for advanced financial reporting. And I kept I wondered why did the students did perform well in this question. Consolidation, question number 3. If you can check last sitting, advanced financial reporting, question number 3 was about consolidation. That question was a 20 marks question. It was the question that was worst performed in FR. That is consolidation. That was question number 3. We know very well that consolidation will never miss. We know very well that consolidation will never miss. And basically, this time round, maybe you never know, disposal, right? Whereby you are disposing a subsidiary. In the event that you are given disposing a subsidiary, how will you work it out? Make sure that you are good around that area. Then another area that was performed, and literally I also don't know why. I'm not sure what is the issue with the EPS to majority of the students, both for advanced financial management and advanced financial reporting. I'm not sure what is the main issue. I think I really need to address this. I'll do a video probably one of these days again, and maybe we should have a talk actually about EPS. I don't know why students normally find they normally kind of have a challenge with EPS. That is both for advanced financial reporting and advanced financial management. So, question number 4, part B, was also worst performed, and that was another question here was the last question, which is basically question number 5, advanced financial reporting. That question was also basically it was not performed very well. A lot of students, they had a lot of challenge in the question that I've literally mentioned. So that is very okay. Performed for leadership. Kevin is also asking for leadership. Last time, actually, a lot of students they did perform well in leadership. At least for the first time, at least almost 50% passed leadership. It has always been a tradition, like only 40%, a maximum of 40%. They normally tend to pass leadership, but last time it 50% passed. But as always, it was kind of identified that up to now, a lot of students answering the question to do with a case study. Case study question was worst performed. Case study was worst performed. And the reason why majority of the students, they normally tend to basically mess up with a case study, that is what I mentioned. Like you normally tend to say that mwalimu what, I can study leadership on my own, naweza jisomea leadership ama naweza jisomea auditing and assurance, and kwa hii kujisomea you have your revision kit. So what you are doing, you're going while you're attempting the question and you have a challenge, you rush to the solution. My good say that literally you're cramming in that case, and when you go to exam you will be surprised, right? You'll be surprised. So as I've mentioned, for these theory papers, as much as munasemanga tuna mwalimu hii tunaweza jisomea, but I've given you a trick on how you can basically do your revision of this. Go to the question, identify the question. If you're having a challenge, don't rush to the solution. Rush to your notes. Go to the notes, identify that this was tested in this topic. So go to your notes, try find your solution on the notes. Don't go to your revision kit and try to identify the solutions there, because as I've said, these solutions in the revision kit, they are also suggested solutions. It doesn't mean that exactly what it is in the revision kit, it is the same question or answer that you need to have. So basically, in this case, you will find that you need to be very thorough when it comes to your revision. Go to the question. When you're having a challenge, don't go to your solution, but rather go to your notes. So the best way to handle case study, like case study, it will cut across majority of the topics, and more so the aspect to do with change management, the aspect to do with of course evolution of management, the aspect to do with leadership as a function. So these are some of the areas that you need to be very thorough with, because you'll find that case study will be designed in a way that it will cut across these topics. And the beauty part with a case study is that all the solutions are always on the case. All the solutions are always on the case. That's the beauty part with a case study. Yeah, so make sure that so that was the worst performed question, the case study. That was the worst performed question basically in leadership last sitting. The other area for leadership, actually, that is what they mentioned as worst performed. Question, guys. Yeah, you can see I'd address that issue with business data analytics. So kindly you can just check what I'd mentioned. Yeah, Kevin again is asking about emerging issues cutting across the advanced level papers, correct? So the emerging issues, and this is not only for advanced level papers, this will cut across every paper that you're going to do for Kasneb when it comes to emerging issues. So number one, we're having areas to do with, of course, aspect of these emerging issues when it comes to in the field of finance. Literally, right now we're having basically decentralization of our basically monetary system. Like initially, like what you're operating with now is centralized, but there is concept of and is really gaining a lot of momentum. Only that in Africa is probably where you can say like we are quite back, but there is aspect of decentralization. When you're talking of decentralization of basically finance, our main aspect is in basically money, right? This is basically to do with the digital currency. So you'll find that like some 3 months ago, actually from December, cryptocurrency, it has really been kind of getting very negative impact. So regardless of which paper you're doing, so long as it's Kasneb, you can expect questions to do with crypto, right? Questions to do with cryptocurrency. That is basically a question that you can expect in finance. Then the other area is what we've just talked about, the concept to do with artificial intelligence. How is it affecting basically our business, or rather, how will it change? How will it change the landscape of our operations? So also aspect to do with artificial intelligence. That is also another area that we should basically expect. Then there's also another area to do with personal finance. Right now there's that aspect of there's that growth of e-wallet, right? The e-wallet, the advantages of e-wallet, talk about how can you use e-wallet. That is a very key item to understand. Then the other current issue, we have basically de-dollarization, right? Maybe you can be asked, maybe if I may ask this question, Kevin, can you give us what is the reserve currency right now? Kevin, give us a solution. What is the reserve currency right now? Reserve currency in the world. What is the reserve currency in the world right now? Because as Kevin is typing probably the answer, you'll find that right now, if you guys you are very, very keen, there's that campaign of de-dollarization. There's that campaign of de-dollarization. So you can expect a question on the impact of change of reserve currency in the economy. This will literally can cut across all the topics that you are handling. The aspect of de-dollarization. What impact will it have basically in the economy, in the world economy? So these are some of the areas to do with emerging issues in terms of finance, which you can also be very good at. Then when it comes to taxation, emerging issues, of course, we are talking of all of us, we are very familiar with iTax, but there are so many aspects of technological change that is happening when it comes to the aspect of tax collection in different regimes, actually worldwide. Then there is also other a concept to do with right now we are all familiar with now, of course, the war in Ukraine. That is, of course, the impact of such scenarios basically in the world economy. So, Kevin, these are some of the areas that you need to put your antennae very high when it comes to matters surrounding you. When it comes to matters surrounding you, you should put your antennae very high in such areas. You must put your antennae very high in such areas. Yeah, so basically, guys, I'd set 50 minutes for this session. We've gone for more than 1 hour. Basically, as we are summarizing, I've said if you are interested with the theory, for those purposely for those who are doing exams, if you are interested with the theory, question and answers specifically, and mark my word, I'm bringing specifically for computations, kindly you can request via WhatsApp 0708 068 851. Then also in summary, we've also talked about CV. Right now, there's a new format that you need to always tend to prepare your CV. You might wonder what is the reason that you're not getting invitations to interviews. As much as you've said 100, you wouldn't say 100 times. You've sent your CV 100 times in different companies, and you've never been called even in one interview. The reason could be the how you're presenting your CV. I've talked about that. So as I've said, if you are interested, or rather if you wish us to maybe to check your CV and advise if it is in regard to the current format or not, you can either share your CV, we guide you, or number two, you can request for the current format of what? The current format of our CV. For business data analytics, we've talked of that. I've given you clue and trick on how to always go about that. So because of time and I need to have a class somewhere right now, I'll wish you guys to basically update yourself when it comes to matters to do with accounts, both practically. A lot of things are changing, and as I've mentioned that more so when it comes to artificial intelligence, we will be having a seminar. We've termed it as literally a breakfast. We'll be having a breakfast seminar at Villa Rosa Kempinski here in Nairobi on 29th. So if you're interested to come at Villa Rosa Kempinski on 29th April, you can get in touch. Of course, I'm going to guide you. I'm going to guide you on how you can basically come to this seminar at Villa Rosa Kempinski on 29th, so that you guys should also update yourself. It's not always about exams, but there are so many things that are happening which we need to update ourselves, right? Which we need to update ourselves. So I know I can't finish this conversation. We have a lot of things that basically we can always tend to talk about. So at this point, again, I'm wishing you guys all the best in whatever that you do. We'll set probably another session whereby you can have a chit chat on the just general concepts of accounts finance, in our industry, and how best can how best we can prepare ourselves. I'm having a lot of questions on Ozab. Kindly allow Mwalimu. I can't answer all these questions right now, but probably you can set another session. You can set another question, then you can have a discussion with the same. To that point, guys, you have a nice time. See you next time, and enjoy. Yeah, wish you all the best as you prepare also for your exams. Thanks. Bye.